We are loving our new doors that we installed on our house, but they're missing one important thing, hardware. But that's going to change today because we got our door hardware, finally. Let's get these installed. I'm so excited to share them with you. We got something really cool and really different for this house. We are trying to stick with an old feel, as if this home was built today by old standards. That's the way we're looking at it. In this house, we're going brass hardware. Brass is the theme. I'm going to show you the outside latch first. Here it is. This is going to be the outside handle for the door. We decided to go with this style because, I don't know, it's cool. But there is the new door hardware. This is an egg and dart pattern. Around here, it's a classic style. This is a template they give us. So it's a little bit snuggish. I would say our holes are maybe an 1/8 inch off from where the template wants them. But that's okay, because it doesn't matter. All that matters is that...
The bottom one?
Yeah. Yeah, all that matters is that it's straight up and down.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a little bit nervous about this because I'm drilling into a fiberglass door. I don't know if it has solid blocking here. I don't know what I'm going to hit. And I have to keep my drill straight because if I go in at an angle, the hole's not going to be in the right spot on the other side. And I want it as neat as possible. Scary. Do I look straight? I mean, so far, it feels like solid wood in this spot, which is good. Ooh. Oh, I'm afraid to look. It's not too bad. It did have a little bit of chip out when it came through. So, I guess we put this on here. And here. So, the first minor snag on this project is that right here we have a kind of a rounded hole, you know, in the door. But the plate is very square. It doesn't fit into it. You see the corners? Now, I'm not super comfortable routing or notching out these fiberglass doors, but it looks like I might have to do that. There's probably a good tool for this job. But I'm going to try to just chip away at it with my knife, just slowly. Actually, that's not going too bad.
Yeah.
With the knife. So now I got that carved out, but it looks like it's hitting the back here. This is so odd, but it's hitting before it seats fully. So I have to just clean this out a little tiny bit for that to sit back in there.
That's much better.
Yeah. That'll be fine, I think. Good?
Yeah.
This goes this way. This goes on here.
Every time we think it's going to be quick, it's like hours.
Mm-hmm. Now we have to do the same exact thing up here to get the deadbolt to sit squarely. So I'm going to go ahead and work on that and chip away at this, and we'll come back when I have it ready.
Did you do something cool?
Yeah, we're doing something cool right now.
It's for the door.
Yeah, we're going to put a handle on the door.
I can't wait.
Good.
Mommy, Mommy, do you have some fresh food?
Fresh wood?
Boy, I've never installed a door with hardware like this. Very unique.
Long end first, so that short end goes on door outside.
So there's a little button on here, and you gotta push it down. I guess it'll click in place. Let me see if I can push it with this.
Daddy, wouldn't mind. Look at that too. What you put it?
Okay. That locked in. Just like that?
Yeah.
I believe we're using the right screws though. This goes through here to hold the bottom of the thing.
Okay.
Good.
Need this, sir?
Those small screws.
These right here.
Dada? Do you need this, sir?
Yeah. Maverick, did you see a tape measure around here?
I'll put it somewhere.
I'll get that one on the porch right there.
Mommy, it's so beautiful.
It is beautiful, isn't it?
I might have to pre-drill that more. Because this is pretty hard. Let me, I don't want to strip these screws out at all. I don't even want one little strip. So, alright guys, fully installed. Look how sharp that is. I mean, that's beautiful. Looks really cool on the wood. This is new to us. We've never had this kind of door latch, so that's kind of fun. Look at this plate. This is beautiful, and this will give you an idea of the doorknobs we're actually going to be using throughout the home. So that's going to be really awesome. So now we're working on this. I already squared this one up. Now I have to square this one up. This one was super easy. This is a very soft material. So we should be able to get the strike plate installed on this one. This one is going to be super hard. I got to make this hole big enough for this.
And then we have to chisel out the corners.
I have to make it tall enough and wide enough for this. But then I have to make it square enough for this. So
Start with the black thing.
I'll start with this so I can get the full dimensions.
Okay.
So I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but I just scribed a line with my knife around where I want this plate to go. I actually went online looking for a small round plate that would fit this. Couldn't find one, so I'm going to try to make this work. I need a chisel.
Yeah.
We should buy a chisel someday.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Mommy.
What's that?
Mother.
Okay. Cross the bridge and go this way. Don't go that way. There's too much poison ivy. Okay? And just stay where it's open and not so leafy. Yeah.
So this piece is like the security piece. And you screw this in, and then you put the decorative plate over it, and you screw that one in. Here's the problem. They made these, it seems wrong, because you see this bump on the back right here? It doesn't fit together. And it can't go in there like that, and I can't figure that out. I'm going to have to try to drill that center hole out for that to fit into. That's the only way I can really see doing it. I thought about cutting the bump off, but I'm afraid it'll make the hole in the front too wide. I'm not sure. But that seems like just a manufacturing mistake. But let's say they fit together flatly like they should. I mean, this alone is basically flush.
Plus, this has to go in there first.
Yeah,
that takes up space.
It's thin, but it's a 1/16 of an inch. So between this and this, that'll be sticking proud, and then this is going to be on top of that. So
we have to bring the whole thing back deeper.
I think I got it to the right depth, which is good. That's a good start, but one more problem, and I can't believe how much... I can believe it. This now, which isn't that important, but it just makes it look better, is bottoming out and hitting the stud before it goes in all the way. Whew. So now it looks like I'll have to drill the stud out a little bit just for this cap to sit into. I'll try my 1-inch Forstner bit and see if that'll do it. Perfect. Well, there's not much left of the plate, but I made some big holes in it. Hopefully that leaves enough security. But at least now, those bumps can fit on there flatly. Could have made the holes a little smaller. It's in. Look at it. I got it flush. Not perfect, it's a little sub-flush up here. I guess I cut it uneven. But it looks good. And more importantly, it works. Got the shims back there. Let me try to show you. Works. Yes. So we're done with the front door. We still have this door to do, and I have the hardware for that also. But I'm going to wait on it because I want to paint this door. This door is just primed. It still needs a coat of paint. Once we get settled on a color, we'll get the door painted and then install the hardware. Now, I might prepare the door first because we're going to have to do the same notching and all that mess. It'll be easier to do that before we paint stuff. So I'll probably get everything notched out first and prepared for the hardware. And I'll do that off camera, because you guys already know the process. It's just about chipping away and getting it the right shapes. So that's coming soon. Hopefully we're gonna get that painted any day now. I'm excited. Now I'm looking for something else to work on today. It's a beautiful day. I want to get something done. I don't have the paint, can't paint the door. I was thinking, I do have one job that I can do right now. And that is continuing on with this foundation, getting these piers rebuilt. So what I want to do is find the original foundation underneath here. I know it's down here somewhere, so we're going to keep clearing away. And we're going to build up a wall right here of blocks. I have to dig out these holes. You see them down here?
No.
Oh, come look. I'll show you. Because I'm trying to fix this wall. Hi, Ash. Finally got those blocks cleaned out. So I'm going to go ahead and stack my new blocks in here, get the wall set up, and then eventually we're going to get to this pier and replace it. I like replacing the piers because you can see how these are kind of like ugly and used. And this side has these dips. The blocks we're using are nice square blocks. They look a lot nicer. I might just pop out these other blocks. They're not held in very tight anyway. Let's see what happens.
Mommy, where's the seed?
I'm getting ready to jack up the house now. Got my blocks in, and I'm going to replace those, and then we can core fill. Trying to get the stones going. I mean, honestly, it looks even right there. That's all we could do. Only 2 more slots to fill. I still have an old one in there I gotta fill too, but that's it. You guys can start seeing how this is gonna take shape. I'm gonna rebuild this wall all the way down, pier by pier. This pier is complete, and that feels good. This will be finished with a capstone across the whole top when it's done. So it's gonna look pretty, and it's gonna come up just about to ground level. The whole point is to keep the dirt from just kind of rolling under the house and give the house a defined foundation line. It'll really make the house look better. I think right now, when you see a house just with the piers and it's just kind of like the dirt is all uneven, it looks a little sloppy. It looks like your house is rickety and not stable. So this is kind of illusionary to make it look more stable. It is stable, but it doesn't look stable. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then, like I said, it'll hold the dirt back and make it look neater. And I think it'll just make a big difference for the house. It'll look nice when it's all done. And of course, rebuilding the piers is structural. We want strong, solid piers underneath all the beams and everything. One pier done today, probably like
A lot more
like
left.
30 to go. I don't know, it's a ton of them. So
We need more concrete, more blocks.
more blocks, yeah. So we're gonna have to make another big order, get more blocks, more concrete dropped off, and we'll keep going. But let's not forget the main point of this video, and that is the beautiful hardware on our front door.
It's awesome. Looks good.
You like it?
Yep.
We're going with a polished brass. That was a hard decision for me. I kept going back and forth between antique brass, polished brass, but old house, new polished brass, I think it's gonna look cool.
Yeah.
We also got polished brass hardware for our windows. I hope they look good when they're installed. Now also, speaking of hardware, we actually bought all the door hardware for the entire house. I don't know if I said this or not. I was gonna post a picture to our community page. I'm bad at that. So we got all of our door hardware. We decided to buy a bulk order so we have matching hardware. We know it's gonna be here. It looks awesome. So if you guys wanna see that sometime, we can show it in the video because it's gonna be a long time before we get to the doors. So you can let us know if you wanna see it, we'll show it. But we have some really epic hardware to match all that. Anyway, we're going to the store soon. We're gonna pick up paint for that other door
I
install.
hope that comes out good.
And
The paint.
in the meantime, we're waiting for supplies. I'm gonna get doing some tile soon, but I'm waiting for a mixer. I mean, literally, that's how ridiculous it is. Because all the, long story. Anyway, we're gonna go. So thanks for watching. And until next time, take care.
Bye.